Hey YouTube, Mad Dog here.
And M-Star here.
Today we're going to be looking at the Brooklyn Brownie Copper Brownie Pan.
Well, this can't go wrong. I'm going to get to eat some brownies.
The pan advertises that not only does it separate your brownies and make it easier to cook on them, but also that you'll need no oil or butter. We'll see how well that works. Just for comparison, we're also going to make brownies in a normal pan, in a glass Pyrex pan. That is the way I typically make brownies. We're using the Betty Crocker Delights Supreme Chocolate Chunk Brownie Mix for both mixes, just for consistency. The box seems to indicate to mix, bake, and serve, all from one pan. We'll find out how that goes too. First thing we gotta do is take the pan out of the box.
Oh, I got this.
Trust me, I'm a professional.
See? Told you.
Just start taking it out of the pack. So that went pretty well. Now let's see what was in the box.
Looks like everything was wrapped up and packaged pretty well. It's got a clear warning indicator here not to put the bag over your face, so remember that.
Okay, looks like we've got the separator tray here.
Kind of looks like an old ice cube maker.
And what appears to be a pretty standard manual. We'll take a closer look at that in just a second.
And I'm going to throw part of this pan on the floor because it looks like it's made out of two pieces.
Yeah, it appears to, we've got the main pan and a flat tray on the bottom here. After taking a closer look at the instructions, even though the box says no butter needed, it recommends that we go ahead and spray it down with cooking spray. Also, the box indicated that we could mix in the pan, but the instructions also seem to say that we would pour the mixture in after we've mixed it. So we're going to follow the instructions and not the box. We're just following the directions straight off the box as to how we're going to mix this together here. We've got our vegetable oil, our egg, and our water. Almost made a rookie mistake there and tried to open the bag with brute force.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say a word. I was going to watch you make a mess and then laugh my head off.
That already looks like way more than enough in that pan. It's the first time I've ever seen that, by the way. Sean always does that. Huh. Probably need to spray this thing too.
Per the instructions, we're going to go ahead and spray down the entire thing with this olive oil cooking spray that I have. And then we just put the divider in. I make sure to push it down pretty firmly. I just want to make sure it's getting all the way through the brownies. The instructions indicated to wait about 15 minutes before removing the brownies from the pan. During this time, we're going to go ahead and get the other brownies ready to go and start it in the oven. We prepped the second set of brownies in the exact same way and used the olive oil spray on the pan also. Let's get the first set of brownies out of the pan now. You get some bleed through. Didn't make a mess in the oven though. As advertised, they seem to be really easy to remove from the pan. They don't seem to have stuck at all.
So the edges around this look different than they would if you'd cut these with a knife, but I don't know if I'd call it a true edge brownie.
The brownies cooked very evenly all the way through, and it definitely feels like there's a small amount of crispness or caramelization along the edges where it was touching the separator tray. Kind of similar to what you get on the edge of a brownie, but not quite as thick where it touched the separators. It was very good though. We've got our second set of brownies out now. Let's see if we can get them cut up and onto the plate. Oh, disaster. We waited the same 15 minutes on the brownies to cool, but it appears they might need a few more minutes.
Yeah, that didn't seem to help much, if any at all.
We did our best to get the brownies out of the tray in a clean way that didn't destroy them, but it was very tough, especially with the first couple brownies. We did grease the pan with the olive oil, but they still stuck. It's still a delicious chocolate chunk brownie, and I'd be happy to eat it any day.
Alright, so the takeaway on this product is getting the brownies out of the pan was a whole lot easier, and the cleanup was almost non-existent. It was really super fast and easy. As far as the taste of the brownies, I didn't think it changed it. It did, however, make the presentation of the brownies a lot nicer. Definitely worth the money, though.
I paid $19.99 for this product, as it is one of the as seen on TV items. You can find these in the sections of most of your local stores. I happen to pick this one up at Fry's, and I definitely recommend this to pretty much anybody. Like M-Star said, it's all about convenience, and that's exactly what you're paying for. So if your goal is to make brownies, you can't go wrong with this.
Yeah, and I think they're going to look a lot nicer if you've got company coming over, or if you're doing them for your kid's bake sale or something like that. It's just a lot nicer presentation.
Thanks for coming along for this review / brownie making adventure that we had here today. Hope you enjoyed it.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and come back next week and see what we're up to.
I bet he's pulling a camping screw. Especially since he was just stomping on it.
Lube it up real good. I'm sorry, man. I couldn't help it.